Form follows function. The phrase form follows function was coined by Louis Sullivan, a late 19th and early 20th century architect. What Sullivan meant was that he believed the form of a building should be dictated by what goes on the inside. Later, modern architects adopted this same ideology. They also added the notion that buildings should be simplified to the point that ornament could be eliminated completely, and a building's form would represent a clarity never before seen in architecture. Regardless, the phrase form follows function is an important milestone in the historical thinking of architects and designers because it sets a precedent for how anyone might approach design. Whether it's a stadium, a museum, a house, a piece of furniture, a shoe, a watch, a weapon, an automobile, a motorcycle, an airplane, a rocket ship, a bike, a phone, a book, or a simple utensil. Form follows function represents one way anyone can approach design. Function follows form. As opposed to the teaching that form should follow function, function follows form is a more modern concept of developing and describing design. Mies van der Rohe created stripped-down, austere architecture that fit a modernist ideology, but he was also creating simple boxes that could house many functions. In this way, his buildings were a kind of beginning to an alternative way of thinking about architecture. This unique perspective puts the form of a building ahead of the function. That is, a building's overall form could be considered its most critical aspect, and what goes on the inside is secondary. Even when function informs the shape of a building, its form is the remarkable factor. From modernism to postmodernism to deconstructivism to blobitecture, creating the iconic figure is the objective. What's important here is not that one ideology is correct, but that the architect is free to consider any for a building's success. We'll see you next time.